With anticipation continuing to build ahead of the release of Foreign Tongues, the Rolling Stones have once again reminded the world why they remain one of the most influential bands in rock history. After months of teasing fans with new singles, interviews and promotional appearances, the legendary British group created yet another unforgettable moment, this time not in front of a packed stadium, but at an intimate and exclusive event in the heart of London. The occasion was a private listening party held for a select group of invited guests. Most attendees arrived expecting nothing more than an early preview of the band's highly anticipated new album. Instead, they witnessed a once-in-a-lifetime performance that nobody saw coming. Without any prior announcement, Mick Jagger and Ronnie unexpectedly stepped onto the stage to perform an intimate, stripped-back version of Ringing Hollow, a song already being tipped as one of the standout tracks from Foreign Tongues. The atmosphere instantly changed. What had begun as a relaxed album preview suddenly became an emotional and unforgettable musical experience. Those fortunate enough to be in the room quickly realized they were witnessing a rare moment in Rolling Stones history. Soon afterwards, the band released official footage of the performance, allowing millions of fans around the world to experience the surprise for themselves. Perhaps the most striking aspect of the performance was how different Ringing Hollow sounded compared with its forthcoming studio version. While the album recording features the polished production style of Andrew Watt, the live rendition embraced simplicity, warmth, and raw emotion. With only minimal instrumentation, the performance placed the spotlight firmly on the song's powerful lyrics and haunting melody. The intimate arrangement revealed a completely different side of the composition, convincing many fans that Ringing Hollow could become one of the defining songs on the new album. The exclusive event took place on the evening of the 8th of July at the luxurious St. Clement Hotel in Aldwych, London. Interestingly, the hotel has yet to open its doors to the public. With its official launch scheduled for September. This gave invited guests a unique opportunity to experience the elegant new venue before anyone else. The combination of the stunning surroundings and the limited guest list made the evening feel less like a promotional event and more like a private concert shared among close friends. Joining Mick Jagger and Ronnie on stage was acclaimed pianist Matt Clifford, a musician who has worked alongside Jagger for many years and has become a familiar face on the Rolling Stones touring lineup. Clifford's tasteful piano accompaniment added another layer of emotion to Ringing Hollow, allowing every lyric to resonate even more deeply with the audience. However, what truly sets Ringing Hollow apart is not simply its music, but the message behind it. In an interview with Mojo magazine last month, Mick Jagger explained that the song was inspired by his reflections on the current social and political climate in the United States. Jagger was keen to emphasize that the song is not directed at any individual politician. Instead, it explores America as an idea, a country that has long symbolized hope, opportunity, and the pursuit of the American dream for millions of people across the globe. For generations, America has represented the possibility of building a better life, particularly for immigrants seeking new opportunities. Jagger acknowledged that inspiring success stories continue to emerge, proving that the dream has not disappeared entirely. Nevertheless, he questioned whether the American dream still carries the same sense of optimism and promise that it once did. According to Jagger, America today feels markedly different from the nation that inspired so many people decades ago. During the interview, he also reflected on several issues that he believes have shaped modern America: including the country's role on the world stage, the influence of political lobbying, and the enormous sums of money spent during election campaigns. Although he stopped short of describing the system as corrupt, Jagger suggested that the sheer scale of campaign spending has reached an extraordinary level and raises important questions about the health of American democracy. He also posed a thought-provoking question. Are these developments unique to the current political era, or are they simply the continuation of trends that have existed for many years? Rather than providing a definitive answer, Jagger leaves listeners to draw their own conclusions through the song's lyrics.
You did overdubs, it wasn't all live?
Oh, most of it was.
One notable absence from the London listening party was Keith Richards. His decision not to attend inevitably sparked speculation among fans. However, Richards recently addressed the subject during an interview with the Sunday Times. When asked whether Ringing Hollow should be interpreted as a direct criticism of US President Donald Trump, Richards responded in his typically measured and diplomatic manner. He rejected the idea that the song targets any specific political figure. Instead, Richards described Ringing Hollow as a heartfelt love letter to America, one that also conveys a sense of sadness over how much the country has changed. His interpretation closely echoed Mick Jagger's own explanation. Both musicians made it clear that the song is neither political propaganda nor a personal attack. Rather, it is a thoughtful reflection on a nation that has inspired generations with its ideals of freedom, ambition, and opportunity. That is precisely what makes Ringing Hollow so much more than an ordinary rock ballad. Beneath its understated melody lies a series of profound questions about identity, change, and the future of a country that has long stood as a symbol of hope for millions around the world. With its compelling lyrics, deeply emotional message, and unforgettable live debut in London, Ringing Hollow is already emerging as one of the most significant tracks on Foreign Tongues. The intimate performance by Mick Jagger, Ronnie Wood, and Matt Clifford demonstrated that the Rolling Stones do not rely solely on spectacular stadium productions to captivate audiences. Sometimes, the most powerful musical moments come through honesty, simplicity, and genuine emotion. More than 6 decades after the band first emerged, the Rolling Stones continue to prove why they remain one of the greatest rock bands of all time. They are still creating music that speaks to the present day, tackling meaningful subjects with courage and authenticity, while encouraging listeners to reflect on the world around them. If Ringing Hollow is any indication of what Foreign Tongues has to offer, fans can look forward to one of the band's most mature, thoughtful, and emotionally resonant albums in recent years.